Yes, we're bringing you the legal matters today. Today we're going to do something different from what we normally do. Today is just going to be question and answers for 1 hour from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock on the dot. As soon as it's 1 o'clock, we'll be out of the studio. So if you are listening to us, if you are watching us, and you have any questions at all about UK immigration law, by all means call this number at any time between now and 1 o'clock. We'll be happy to give you the time and answer all your questions for you. A lot of people say that when people come on the telephone, we give them too much time. As a result, they were unable to get in. So today we are doing something special, something different. We are not doing any topic, but if no answer comes in, we will by all means, if there's no telephone call, no questions coming, we will by all means do what? We will treat or give an update about what has happened this week in terms of Brexit and where we are, and also common problems that has come before us this week in terms of employment law, in terms of immigration law, and in terms of divorce. I had someone asking me a question only about 2 days ago. I just did not know what answer to give. And it was a very, very strange question. Perhaps I will raise that and see what people think as well. This is a man debating whether to bring his wife to the UK or not. He's indefinite. He's in a position to bring his wife. But then again, for whatever reason, he's thinking twice. Thinking that, his friend brought his wife. The wife got her papers. And as soon as she got the papers, she left him. Because of that, he's in two minds as to whether to bring the wife or not. He wanted legal advice. And this is really not a legal advice. It's got nothing to do with law. It's something that individuals have to make their own decisions. And some of the practical advice that we can also give people. So we'll be looking at that today. Also, we will look at employment law. If you are facing disciplinary, an investigation, what you need to do and what to watch out for. Culturally, a lot of people experience problems because of sometimes the way they communicate. We'll be looking at some of these practical advices that we can give to people that will save them a lot of headache and sometimes a lot of accusations. We'll be looking at that as well. So if you have just tuned in, we've just come on the air. We haven't treated any topic per se. You can share the program with all your loved ones for us. Place it on their wall so that they can also benefit from today's program. Today, like I said, is just pure questions and answers. If you have a question, you can call us now. You don't have to wait. You can call us straight away, and the number is 0203 002 8482. If you have any questions at all, that is the number to call, and you can call now so that we can have time for you and answer your questions. If you do not call and someone calls and we are giving the person time, please stop criticizing, because at the end of the day, it is important to the person. That is the reason why he is calling. So we need to be able to do the best that we can to also make room for people that build up or pick up the courage and cut the lines. So we have to be understanding so that we can do what we can do, the best that we can to answer their questions. Sometimes, yes, it seems like the person is asking too many questions, and sometimes it can get on other people's nerves. But please, let's try and be understanding, because it is important to the person. That is the reason why the person is asking those questions. Also, I must say, if someone asks a question and the person is giving an answer, it is not the same that the lawyer has done it for the person. Because at the end of the day, we can only give the advice. And the advice that we give is a general advice. If the person is basically decide to take on the advice and do things himself, and it works for the person, good luck to him. If it doesn't work for him, unfortunately, it's bad luck to the person. So we have to be very, very careful. For example, when you come to justice and law solicitors and we give you the list of documents, or you ring me, you say, lawyer, can you send me the list, the requirement? I send it to you. As soon as you get it, oh, this one there is easy, I can do it myself. Oh, this one is easy, so let me go and comb the market and get and go to a place that will charge cheaper. We have to be very, very careful, because you go to a place that in your mind charge cheaper, but if you are not lucky, you go to the wrong place. I do remember this week someone came to see me, and we even tried to track the person that did the case. And in fact, the person wasn't a lawyer. The person wasn't regulated by even Office of the Immigration Services Commission. And in fact, the person is nowhere to be found. So a bit of investigation, what happens? The person is now in prison. The person is now in prison, and the company is called Commonwealth Evaluators or something like that. You see, Commonwealth Evaluators. If you are listening, if you are watching, just go to Google and put in Commonwealth Evaluators. And I'm posting this on Facebook so that you will see some of the risk that sometimes our people take. All because they are looking for cheap. And when you look for cheap and you are not lucky, you pay very expensive price for it. So we ought to be very, very, very careful, because not all that glitters is gold. So we have to be very, very careful. Now, let's look at this. Unqualified legal services company staff convicted of fraud. This is 23rd of July, 2018. 4 managers of an unregulated company that offered legal services have been convicted of defrauding clients and unlawfully providing immigration advice following a 9-week trial at the Croydon Law Courts at Altaya Road. You see, and this company was based in Croydon. They were charging individuals £2,000 per application, and they will pay home office fees as well. The strange thing is, people were happy to pay that money. They come to justice and law. When you say £1,500, they tell you that you are too expensive. But yet, they are happy to go and pay £2,000, someone who is not regulated, someone who is not properly qualified to give them a legal advice.
Maybe because they think they are in Croydon and it's very closer to home office. Psychologically, they might think that.
It is very sad. And this is a case that, it has gone on for a while. And the funny thing is, one of the managers, in fact, is a wanted man that home office are looking for. You see, home office were looking for this man. You see, and he was sentenced to prison, 10 months imprisonment, suspended for 14 months, and 150 hours of unpaid work. So it's not just about going to see a lawyer, making sure that the person is safe, the person is regulated, somewhere that they will be able to give you proper, undiluted legal advice that is not really going to put you in a situation. So we really need to be aware of this. This type of cases come up almost every single year, but yet people are so happy to go and throw their money away, their documents away, and after that, that is where they come to you and try to tell you their stories and try to get it for free. But when they had the money to pay, they were not happy to come to you. They were happy to throw their money away, but when there is no money, they want you to take sympathy on them. It doesn't work that way. So we have to be very, very careful where we go to seek legal advice, because this company as I speak to you, was struck off from the company's register on 19th of August 2018. So there you go. If you send your case there, then you need to be wary, and you need to start looking for where your files and where your documents are. Because someone came to me and I don't even know where to start from. His passport, certificate, so many things. He doesn't know where they are. The company is shut down. The place is closed down, and he simply does not know what to do. So one have to be a bit careful when it comes to where to go to seek legal advice. It's not just going anywhere and everywhere. Making sure that you are going to a place that is regulated, a place that can offer proper legal advice, undiluted legal advice, a place that you are able to trace them. Because if you go to somewhere that you cannot trace them, then this is kind of situation that you're gonna find yourself in. So it's important that you do what, that you go to the right places, regulated places, to seek legal advice. Now let's go to update this week, what's happened. As we are talking and you have any question, by all means you can call in and ask your questions. As soon as you call in, we will pause, we will deal with your question, and then we move on again. And we have 1 hour to do that. So if you are unable to call us between those times, because 1 o'clock sharp the program comes to an end. I've got a very, very busy day today. In fact, I shouldn't be here, but because of you, we've managed to come in today. As I said, our own boss lady, his father or her father has passed on. Today's date is the 7th of September. Today is the funeral, and the funeral is taking place at Battersea. We ask that you join us to celebrate the life of boss lady's father, Mr. T.K. Adia. The place is Battersea. Battersea is not that far. So believe that you all gonna come in your numbers to support our sister. The address is Welditch Community Center, 48 Calvert Road, Battersea, London, SW11 5BB. You can also get bus 44, bus 344, bus 319, bus 49, bus 345. All these buses comes to Calvert Community Center. That is where the funeral will be taking place tonight. The funeral starts from 5 o'clock and the funeral will finish at 11:30. You should come in your numbers to help show love and support to our sister tonight. Fire Life Radio crew, we will all be there to support boss lady. Once again, if you want to ask a question, do not wait. You can call in at any time whilst the program is ongoing, and we will then answer your question for you. Today we are talking about general stuff today, so we're going to be hitting at different places. Some of it may benefit you, some of it may not benefit you, but it's important that you listen to the practical advice that we offer, so that you don't repeat mistakes that others have done. Once you have the knowledge, it will help you, it will prevent you from getting yourself in a certain situation that you don't need to get yourself into that situation. Now let's look at the update this week. Last week we talked about Brexit. This week we talk about the politics, what has happened this week.
Lawyer, can I ask something? You said you were going to get people to call in.
What we say is that people can call in at any time. whilst the program is ongoing, and we will answer their questions. Normally, we would finish the program and activate the telephone lines. But the lines are now activated. So if you have a question, you can call in at any time between now and 1 o'clock. We will be happy to answer your questions.
Because by 1 o'clock, you are gone.
1 o'clock, we are gone.
Then we might possibly have to repeat this because I don't want a system personally whereby you finish speaking 1 o'clock and somebody will say you didn't open up the line.
I mean, we will not pick. There will be no one here to pick. That's the reason I said that I shouldn't be here today. But for the sake of our listeners, we've managed to be here.
So anybody that is got a question, they can call in now.
You can call in now. That is
whilst
how
we
it
speak.
is. Whilst we speak. And we'll be able to answer you. Today, we are going to be looking at what has happened in Parliament. As we all know, last week this time, there was a belief that potentially there could be Brexit by 31st of August. 31st of October, whether there is a deal or no deal. And as we all know, on Tuesday, Parliament came back from recess, and they've managed to pass motions, and Parliament has now made a law. The Parliament has now made a law by way of a bill that states that 31st of October 2019, we will not come out of the European Union without a deal. So that means the fear that we could come out without a deal on 31st of October is now being put aside, because now there is a law preventing that from happening. So that means those people who have not done the settlement scheme, that threat that if there is no deal, you will be potentially be kicked out of this country, or you could be asked to leave this country, or if you're a European national, you will not be allowed to come back into the UK. That threat is no longer applicable for now. Now the opposition parties are proposing that we should come out if there is a deal in January. The Prime Minister should go back to Brussels and try to strike a deal. So this is the position now. A bill went through House of Lords yesterday, and the bill has gone through both houses of Parliament, both House of Commons and House of Lords. And it is believed that Monday, that bill is going to receive the royal assent, and then it becomes a law officially. So that means the threat of coming out of the European Union without a deal by 31st of October 2019 is now out of the equation. What is going to happen next? As we all saw, our Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson, the law gives him the right to call for a general elections. However, for a general elections to happen in the UK under the Fixed Term Parliament Act, the House of Commons have to vote by 2/3 majority to agree for a general election to occur within the fixed term. And in this case, they will need 75% of the MPs to vote for a general elections. Now, we have the MPs who has also made it very clear. Labour, the Scottish National Party, the Plaid Cymru, and almost all the opposition parties have said it, that they will not allow for Prime Minister Boris Johnson to dictate as to when general election is going to take place. So now we are in a situation where the Prime Minister in Parliament on Thursday night or Wednesday night stated that he does not want general elections. He does not want to call for general elections. However, he is now calling for general elections. The opposition, Jeremy Corbyn, said that, well, I will only agree to a general election if and only if the threat of Brexit coming out without a deal, there is a law against it. So the Prime Minister called him a bluff and instead did what? Propose that in order to overcome this issue with deal or no deal, we must go back to the public through a general elections. So now we are now in a situation whereby the Prime Minister is now hoping to get the other parties to agree to a general election. You see, but the problem is this: the Prime Minister has already made, a political statement that do or die by 31st of October, we are coming out of the European Union, whether there is a deal or no deal. And so therefore, if the opposition agrees to a general election before 31st of October, and the Prime Minister wins, then what will then happen? Then that means the Prime Minister will be seen as someone who is brave enough, who is able to stick to his words. And therefore, perhaps, arguably, it can make the Prime Minister more popular. And electorally, it will put him at an advantage because he will argue that he is the only one who can bring certainty. Whether we are coming out or we are staying, he is the one that people should trust to deliver Brexit. Because under democracy, people voted for it. You see, many times people argue that 17.4 million people voted for it. And about 17 million voted against it. But the question is, how many million did not vote at all? It is estimated that about 10 million did not vote at all because they simply did not know who to trust and what to do. And there wasn't sufficient information out there. This is the argument that people have put forward. So for this reason, some people are advocating for second referendum, or they call it the people's vote. So at the moment, everything is in the air. The Prime Minister wants elections now, but the opposition parties say no, there cannot be elections until after, on the 17th of October, the Prime Minister has gone back to Brussels and asked for an extension and has agreed an extension with the European counterparts. Only some few days ago, the Prime Minister went to Wakefield or something, somewhere in the north, and he was asked this question as to whether he will go to Europe to ask for extension of time in terms of renegotiation. What he said was that he would rather die in a ditch. I don't know what that means. So in some ways, some people say that he's putting himself in a very, very tight corner because now we cannot come out of the European Union without a deal. That is the law.
So is he now going to die in a ditch?
The question is he now going to die in a ditch? In a park? On his bed?
Or is he going to resign?
These are all questions that people are basically putting out. So nobody knows what is going to happen. And therefore, it is all in the air. Whether there's going to be a general elections and whether, in fact, there's going to be another referendum. Nobody knows. But the Labour position has been that they will agree to an election at their time of choosing. They will not allow they will not allow our Prime Minister Boris Johnson to dictate for them. Because of that, some of the newspapers reported that Jeremy Corbyn is a chicken. You see, and the Prime Minister, also talking to the American Vice President, made reference that they don't need American chlorinated chicken because they've got one in the UK. So, only God knows what all that means. But in fact, people are also arguing that our Prime Minister is opportunistic. Our Prime Minister was planning to play a political game, and the opposition, they were smart enough not to fall for it. So the opposition, especially Scottish National Party, SNP, they have said, after October, the Prime Minister can come with a date. If the Prime Minister is prepared to come with a date after October, then they will agree to a general elections.
Absolutely.
Because the only way to resolve this issue about Brexit is either through referendum or for a general elections. One of the interesting things that has happened this week is that they call something whip. When they say whip, it's not a cane that you use to whip someone. But in politics, when they say you are going to lose the whip, that means you are not going to stand for the party in the general elections. Let's listen to what happened in Parliament this week. There was a vote to Ben's amendment or motion, whereby it was agreed that UK must not come out of the European Union without a deal. And therefore, they voted in favor of that motion. When they voted, about over 21 Conservative Party members voted with the opposition that they agree. Because if we come out without a deal, it is going to be catastrophic. In fact, Dr. Nicol, who is also a medical doctor, did call Jacob Rees-Mogg and asked this question on one of the radio stations, that how many mortalities is he prepared to accept in an event that we come out of the European Union without a deal. Because a lot of people are very worried. Shortages of, medical services and goods, and that the fact that, this uncertainty is simply not good for this country. And therefore, some people have expressed genuine concerns about this. So he basically called the show, spoke to Jacob Rees-Mogg, who is the father of the House of Parliament, and basically it led to a bit of confrontation to a point that the Jacob Rees-Mogg compared this Dr. Nicol to another doctor called Dr. Wakefield or something to that effect, and this doctor has been discredited. So this Dr. Nicol said, Jacob Rees-Mogg, if you don't withdraw your statement, I'm going to sue you. You see, one thing I love about this country, no one is bigger than the law.
Of course.
Regardless of who you are, you will be brought down to your level. Everyone knows they are right, and therefore you cannot sit on someone's right.
No.
So because of this, he warned the man, and I've heard a bit of an apology, from the man. So that is how it is. So now, 21 Conservative MPs voted against their own Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister said, well, if they voted against me, that means I cannot work with them, and therefore I'm going to suspend their whip. I'm going to deny them their whip. That means they will not be able to stand as a Conservative MP during general elections, which perhaps is around the corner. And this included some of these people have been in politics for over 40 years. Ken Clark, they call the father of the house. This also include Winston Churchill's grandchild or grandson, Honorable Soames, and others, including Sam Jima, Churchill, Churchill's grandson. And also one Ghanaian who is very brave, Sam Jima. He's part of the rebels. He also said, no way, I cannot do what? I cannot sit there to crash out of the European Union for this country to suffer. against my own conscience, and they need to secure my job. I had no choice but to do what is in the best interest of the country. So because of that, he too, he has lost the whip. They interviewed him and he said, I have no choice. In the end, I had to do what is in the best interest of the country. You see, this is called sacrifice. Good men will be remembered by history. Their selfless act, things that they've done, not for their interest, not for their benefit, but for the benefit of their principles and what they stand in. At the moment, arguably, some people say Brexit is bad for this country. Some people are arguing Brexit is good for this country. So the politicking keeps ticking. Nobody knows what is going to happen. So that is how it is. Boris Johnson's own brother, I think Thursday or Friday, he was a minister in this current government. He also came out, he said that he cannot support his brother anymore because he is torn between family loyalty and the loyalty to the country. By looking at things, he doesn't think that coming out of the European Union is a good thing. He doesn't think that it will serve the interest of the British public. So for that reason, he also resigned from his ministerial position, and he has also resigned from the front bench. But he will continue to be an MP. So this is how it is. Another man, Mr. Lee, can't remember the first name or the second name. He also walked from the Conservative side, from the Houses of Parliament, to the Liberal Democrat. He's gone and joined the Liberal Democrat because he cannot stomach no deal. So in all, they had 21 rebels who voted against the government. And now, the government had no choice but to allow the bill to go through. And now, the position is that it is very unlikely that we will come out of the European Union by 31st of October as initially thought. And you know, Brexit already a film by 31st of October, you know. Saying sa ehuna ebeto hono. It has been suspended again because the Prime Minister of Britain cannot come out of the European Union on 31st of October without passing a new law, which is very unlikely. The Prime Minister requested for election. The opposition did not fall for the bait. They are not going to do what? Vote for elections. The Prime Minister is coming back again on Monday with another motion that they should vote for elections, which is very likely that it will not succeed. So the threat of 31st of October, we are coming out of the European Union, for now, it is gone. If there is any further update, by all means, we will come back and do what? And give you the update. So that is the first bit that we will talk about. The question that someone may ask is that then is there a need to do the settlement scheme or not? I would say insurance and protection is better than cure. If you haven't done it, make sure that you get in touch with your lawyer and get it sorted so that you can have your peace of mind. It's as simple as that, because nobody knows what is going to happen. I'd rather have one than not, because if you have it and there's an issue, you are true because you've done it. But if you don't do it and there's an issue, or later on you change your mind and you want to do it, you may have some difficulties. So the advice is that try the best that you can and do it as much as you can to get yourself out of the situation. The reason being that, once we come out of the European Union, there could be changes in the laws as fast as, you can think of. And unfortunately, once the new law comes in and you are not sorted, you may be adversely be affected. So it is important that you do what? That you do your application so that you get your settlement scheme visas and you can then put your mind to rest. That's all that we will say about this for now. Once again, today is Saturday. Boss Lady's father's funeral is at Bardesi. Come and join us tonight from 5 o'clock till 11:30 p.m. So promise, do the best that you can and come and help support Boss Lady today from 5:30 going till 11:30. We thank you for that. We will take one song, and once we come back, we will continue with the second segment of the program. So bear with us. We're going to take a bit of a sip. When we come back, we continue with the program. Boss Lady today from yes, sir. Upese ufre ebusa question a number na yedi atu dwano mentwen cause ene activity line. As we are doing the program, no or question be na se ufre ye bitimi answer question no ide amount. Na number yedi edi dwuma no 0203 002 8482. Mentwen se mema obi afre ense na mafre because at the time na adwuma ebo one pepepe we are out of here. And in a super so free BCP, this is the time. I was said, I was said, or free. And Tino, ye came course, ubit me afraid, Cecilia. Now yet me idea, answer, or questions, no idea, amount. And Tina, a very, very important. Now, whilst I hear channel, and then person can be about employment law, kakra. Na ayana, a jumamun semono, ayana, a dawson. Yenuanum bisoso ebia asemusi na ye froma ebia they are not aware as their body language is being picked up because case bia banim nansenya a enipa no di bempa enso so ne body language any said na usi ekasa ye na said usi behave ye na at the time no ema enkrofo a omo so ejina ho a omo hu de na ekoso no Emma omo adwene ye omo say na yinue waba be ye violent and I say he is looking violent. Afi obi a wodi bempa no na afi asem no buatia na ankasa ama office investigation disciplinary stage ana obihu ye justice and law solicitors into obihu ye na che say yetimi eye de e no 1 or 2 bi a che say otimi ede ye de etimi di win in the case say make say odaso eye ne manager adwuma oye entino ayana eye very very difficult sometimes at the best of times say obi will go through certain situation na say when you be a man guide wa do udi bim and so an hwi na wako ka asem no wrongly na afi no aye ensem enti no say ope say ubusa questioner emi so be frame madwena amasomenti mi amfa obetimi asa frame biem so be so ubusa questioner this is the question this is the time obetimi afre ebusa question. In terms of employment, the mekan wasam kakra edbetie yerebema etie for any. Se ukwa adwumama yenye very careful because MRP problems for the eba yenim no ana they are small problems na yanhwini na ba be big problems. Ukwa adwuma the reason why yakwa adwuma so person ye adwuma. Okay, yenya caller TM fano. 5736 hello.
Lawyer no pede mi tiamo ne mo yedwuma nya.
Ye jo so pa na mpacho.
Ya looting.
Eh ya looting bibia boko de.
O na mi adu bibia boko.
Ya looting yanko.
Na mpacho na mi busa se EU scheme application na omo ye no. Mpacho oh yeah, I said because what download when you phone so that's Samsung no now yeah. I got you say so send your passport which means identity out the you know send the brown we say Liverpool na person me find out no creo.
Aye kre the entire etisane say if you are able to successfully scan the passport na many at times they will not ask you to send it to Liverpool for cross check. But whereby people are unable to scan their passport or they decide to do a postal application, then you need to send it to that place. When you are sending as with the self-addressed envelope, said ya umbitimi edia bro securely. Because if it's self-addressed envelope, but me say you have to stamp at the CISO. Yes. And so that when they are bringing it, they are returning it, they can return it safely to you. And that is how it is.
Oh, okay.
So you need to send it. So once send there, they will reject the application at some point. Name send there. Sometimes they just want to verify. I say. Document na a genuine and I say any panel e will chrome one and or your application.
Okay. You genuine that's if I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yaw looting na afre agene de no osu betimi afre obi frɛ na 890 mentimi amfa osu betimi afre sisi your 20 minutes pepe time ne so ya ye kwa no ye nyina hakra ti so person frɛ dia na so bu ketemu tentem na afre sisi ya na ya ye de ye koyenim. Hello. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Nampachodin de Sana Casefre. Richard from Italy.
That's right.
Okay. Now, Richard, I'm not paying dinner with me. I am.
This month, my baby and night. It's after that, no, the room for the was in some doing class, if you are going 2 months' time, if you make it again. Now, the city said some day and I say, after the women to fear about, I don't know any problem here.
Meka say obey NI na and you now wa apply for settlement scheme so aka ho. From the timetable yensa aka ne say ne de. A very unlikely say you be free mu 31st of October no. And therefore say over November now I don't see how it be a problem. No, I don't anticipate any problem. Why? And you know, as I will be before. Mm-hmm. November, December, because city scene is corner and the will follow up programs here on Saturday, because they say it looks like said there is a possibility that there could be a general elections in this country around 15th of November. And the young funny say 15th of November yatuaba na ebia yakotoma Boris Johnson. Now when your majority ever parliament. Say a bonus on it, said you see Kikan in 7 day, not just one day, he doesn't care. Obit me free at any time, so in your parliament to back him up for their son obey. But at the moment, the threat of coming out by 31st of October and is gone out of the window. And you know, say Obano early November, the army, if you say you are safe, will be okay. Yes, you don't need the NI to be able to do the settlement scheme. And yes, ubetimi I. And to the bar. The omni says a 1 year settlement scheme nibi and a separate settlement scheme nibia. Just say you are not in the system before we come out of the European Union. If that happens, baby here visa, the right to stay and work here probably will go out of the window. Okay. Why? It's a home here say be sort of out before said about another. I'm a refuse to be more. So now requirement and say you have to be in the country or you need to demonstrate say what in a krumwa you intend to live here. So it is hard here only problem. Why?
All you can do is just come to Justice and Law's office.
Or the Hollandia, but Justice and Law, best sort to be out among and yet.
And you will never be refused.
Why? Okay, that's CP. Among for friend no more titi. Okay, that's CP. Mr. Italy. I didn't correct can say Arrivederci. Bye bye. Okay, young call 5212. So hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Pacho din the send here na kase free.
Edmonton.
Mr. Edmonton, Bibia Boko.
Actually, madam, my bonnet, no pound, tell me education with the man, Bibia come.
Yeah, damasi. Now, and a day bit me, I am.
Yeah, a quicker, you know, better way, medicine dinner, Vance OJ, housing benefit now, OJ. Now, also, person will say, in case of myself, move outside now, a can't permit me either. I'm on Tampa outside now.
Oh, so person outside, any big deal. Move now, we'll cancel Honomo. Now, what you almost say, Abia, this is your circumstances. In housing benefit, you have to reapply. Why? Now, Abia landing for no catch room, see wood to said the uncle cause confusion.
It's obedi kind, obey answer no move and answer, this will do or move answer.
Okay, say all corner, ADS or cotton baby, into on pay baby or betting answer. Into pay baby or betting we are. Now, Abia, ya cherry say, I does see moving in, what's our contract? Abia housing in a winter mean to what you do is say you get in touch with the council, tell them about your situation, apply. And then come here and cancel the one here. No, or catch your moment to me. We will negotiate. No more so to be out amount. Why?
Okay, you wanna that's it.
Okay, that's it. And you know, on baby and son send what you. And yes, I'll be homeless.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it, Mr. Edmonton. Young quite 1603. Also, Drew so.
Good afternoon.
Also, good afternoon, Ibi. Number 1, I can say.
But I am here.
Hey, Daddy. Bibi avocado. Nyamia don't know pie iron. As I on the yes, side I use Rushu. Saturday.
Where lawyer, nipa no free Italy no na me person me man no yi kakra advice kakra.
And where they can eat tell him no ntini.
When you study your work as when ya time money ade no a wasi November no beba no. Then get me a enka nipa no beba ne nchen wa hanom no onfa ni bibia ma no ne nipa no mfrɛ no abeye no ata say obepe be 1 month ube mu ansa no ata be buku appointment ni ama na wasan akwa aba man zenka yes wa no nan kwa de ni bi nan kwa debate nan kwa be
Iron Man.
Okay. Me say Chenia wo Italy se wutia me say ne tintin mu ani Iron Man ed advice kakraba na de betimi aka ne say sebio bra ene ne akire ya ne be apply for national insurance me say ed asumdwe bebrɛ why wo ye ne sa ebeboa aha sa yen kan ne sa Iron Man until the brantem ne be ne ntem oba ntem a na uni wo frɛ Iron Man a obetumi akyerɛ ekwan a eso fa so ansa beka NI ni nyina why enti enu a wo kan enu a wotie ni Italy mu we yese adura bi ase ebu be enti kasako ana ya kan ha sisia no ma honya ha na bra ne be ne intentem ne mfiri ho because so ka so betwa ma November na ba na say Boris Johnson okay wasaba okay yanko hello Italiano. Hello, Mr. Italy. Hello? Hello, Mr. Italy. Aha. Okay, fantastic. Aye. Yeah, that's fine. And you know, I mean, the mechanic say on NI ne kra no say enya ba wi a obetumi asaba back na kwa be application you know. Why? Before crazy anything happens. Not just we secure application for settlement scheme. For settlement scheme no. Why? Na bia esu ntwa because say no bia nim de besi echina because of things are changing so fast na people will be caught because we want to say yakoto aba we want to say obi aba was me twa bibia mu na chese abaye mra no na ekofa ensem aba why enti na otimi eba ena ne ba ya na de wasa da wani aba no abaye na free ho why okay yeah that's it bye bye. Afi yanko yenu so 5024 hello 5024 hello
Get a number ending 5024
yeah lawyer man
yeah Joso nana tontinif
lawyer what to say
oh nyame adom ya wompa ebonti no yetinkwempa na obi aka che me se wato adwini bi a de abrɛ me pe nye easy ti me ba beji
ai mi chiao mi obi ajo so nana
na
Metia Rodin, you say, hello, what my Rodin, say what this station is.
We'll be a Fire Life Radio already, no. Very dear.
Football, Mukachem, say, hello, what now, when I'm sure, anything I'm asking. Lawyer, let me, because say, now, Omuye area, Eja, Boris, and Yabril. Yenyanuma, Omubisa, you know, there wouldn't be you are, someone.
Ah, and a credit.
If you make two foot, say, we are saying, who will be here, Yelinton, because you look at and you too much, and your papa. It is a woman for 12 days in ya. You need to say a mobile be other back. It is Yama and Yama and young catching. Woman Bob Muntia, no lawyer, no lawyer and teaching. Diana and Family Boa, service the Okayano. If I also what it's done, it be what can't send me in answer. Say a person also was in an open time. Aha, if you are home, so no more amra. Na ya, who's Unya Binchocha, a Dalek and a Madame Wall and Tina at here.
Aye, Nana, who did him?
Michia only were Pamphonina.
Ya Pamphonina, so Echa, almost at the Wasi. And I was happy. Nana Tontini on number 10 in Cano. And I said in radio, but Nana Kaube Nanka, what to tune to Manaka, Messon, where you are calling your animal, so not just a baby. I owe Yada, Nana Yada, no see. And too bad your Pacane Evana.
I positive that that's what Makuya.
It's our any made a mess what 10 why mess what 10 did you any sir
I don't know Nama meet you a cheese my meet you a cheese with the enemy
now or sound running that's right sanity yeah that was CP
so position you better not be mommy
who do Obekrafra
Mary
Obekrafra
Afra
and so lady
also, shiny.
That's right.
Just say, me, pay a woody, me boy.
Kotokru.
My name is Obia, me dear, and no, only my mamma.
Entrante.
Hey,
I'm trying to
say,
yeah, I said that gallon.
Aha.
Yeah, I said that gallon.
Okay. Anyashi. Okay, aye. And also, yeah, Saja, Mrs. Simon Peter, dear.
And I see. Okay. Your base 6 minutes. Say, Opeso Frebusa question Biana, Osubeti me idea, Afre Ebusa, number no 0203 002 8482. Number ever say or friend no. And you know, say, Opeso Fra, that is the number to call. And here Guswa, ye can call about one pepe, Edic, Ebane, we, and Juma Eguya sopa, and Emuguya, so I say, and Tina, and the program, Yanya topic Biana, are your questions and answers. No, also Ubeti me Afre. Na question bia wono oswa ide wetin we busa mem say 5024 what as region so say bibi obi ma betimi aka hello
5024
mem say ni refi ho okay mem say ese mi ni free so aha cause am so akasa wi na osa akasa wa akiri aha ntino say utia oso ubetimi afre okay obi so afra yamfa no hello 7277. What's your name and where you calling from?
Dr. Your son is just Miss Rixie Croydon. It's about employment law.
Okay, fire Joyce.
Miss Obi echo off sick for about 3 years. Uprise, but when prior were doing accident and affected no, and now I call off sick. But why you Juma no since 1992, so about 3 years ago, 2016. But to me, who where she stands because I a man or physio your operation, yama physio, but Nejumamu intimate can horse. First of all, Nejumano use stairs into say so intime and fro and comma on phone comma to the GP initially can say a Jumamu manner a Juma and stairs almost woman to me. Into say she's still off sick because the fear crown on Timmy call up and down the stairs and an Jumana say sometimes a lone working into on Timmy Debiano was said. Yeah, and to want him into the second patrol lawyer. I hear saying what position Ben I was a dear and I was obeying me. I couldn't a Juma for no anchor horse. Obviously, say no Omun Trianica because it's been over 6 months, no
3 months, okay.
And almost 3.5 weeks. I'm saying since 2017 February, and we'll be in a tree or the certificate to call. Yeah, there, but still, woman can hold you again. Will be to me. I found.
Thank you very much for this question. This is one of the areas very, very difficult for employers as well as employees. The reason is so for the person have to be in a position to do the job. This is a situation because of ill health and I say disability. And it looks like say ononkwa intimi enye sa edwuma no. And therefore there's a tension between the employer's interest and the employee's interest. This has gone on for a bit. What we need to realize is that if the person can no longer perform the duty, nasa employer no is unable to make a reasonable adjustment to accommodate the person, in the end, the employment contract will come to an end. Unfortunately, not much that the employee will have to be able to do. If the employer is doing, if you like, they are doing their best or they are tempted to do their best. It's just that they don't have the means to be able to to adjust things to suit the employer now. Employee now, unfortunately, the employment contract, one way or the other, will come to an end because they cannot employ someone who is not do the job, fit enough to do the job, unfortunately. So when it comes to employment law and say termination of contract and sometimes dismissal, the employment law makes provisions for the employer to be able to bring an employment contract to an end where it becomes so obvious as that the person is not able to perform to do their work. And unfortunately, say we prano say no so je benefit when abia ebe endi and yes if she is well enough to resume work there, then by all means he can go back to the employer because he omunka so moyi ready na emum they could see ese ntimi enye adwuma no entinom so agine sa no because omuko take proactive action eka say ye yiwadi a anhwa wo beka say because of maybe your disability and therefore discrimination and they are also protecting themselves by putting a blinder. I say we are ready now and fit to work out. Come and do it. And unfortunately, not much that anyone can do.
Yeah. Internet, in the war, in the late 50s, not a year. I mean, I know, say no, pension age for a man, and say 65. They say. I was said because not the doctor say I was saying can I do my occupational health. No occupational health. It can be decided almost make a decision and also a viable way option and answer.
Yes, sir, some of the employers, you know, if they are paying and they suspect or they think that perhaps you are not really injured, you are just basically going off and them paying you, that is where they will be rushing you with occupational health. But where it is obvious that this is a genuine injury, and whether there's occupational health or no occupational health, the person is unable to do the job. To them, they will be thinking, so why should they go through the trouble of incurring all these costs to get a specialist in? Because occupational health, when they sit down for 1 hour, they're charging about £150 per hour or up to £300. So it costs a lot of money and someone have to pay for it. So the employer will not see that as a money well spent. And then also back it off. Say, if she is claiming, say, now I am fit to work. Now say they are saying that, oh, hold on, where is the evidence? We are not comfortable. They could then get occupational health and also to get a GP to sign the person off that the person is fit to work, and they will get the person back to work. But this is a situation, they are probably doing assessment, looking at your age, looking at your fitness level, and they are thinking, you know what? It's not worth us the money and worth us spending that money to go through all this, knowing that she is not fit or likely to be fit in a long term to work for our company. And therefore they are also backing off. But the question is she fit enough to work? If the answer is no, then if you trigger you even ask for the occupational therapy or occupational health, they'll be sitting there thinking, why are you asking for that? Because they will be normally they come in when people suspect that the employee is fit to work and perhaps playing games.
So what you say?
So yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it's like that because there's a tension between the employee's interest and the employer's interest. And, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, it's 1 o'clock sharp. We will bring the program to an end, and we will see you again next week. Next week we will bring a food topic. We will treat a food topic, and a week in politics. It's a long term. It's a long time. So we will bring you some more. So bear with us. We are going to bring you the gospel hour. Those who were able to call in, we thank you. Those who were able to tune in, we thank you. Share the program before your loved ones. And next week, on the dot, we will be there for 2 hours and bring you the program.
And you hear from us, and you hear from Bojo.
Once again, today, Mr. TK, the late TK Edia, ni funeral take place ewo Battersea enti yebehre adofo ese momra emeka ye ho na yentimi enye de yentimi nye papa yi ayi na enye fe boss lady oil far life radio drive time ne papa ana efri mu no enti na yebehre adofo ni nyina ese momra emeka ye ho enumre na yenya ye papa yi kwan na enye fe. Na address no Wilditch Community Center, 48 Calvert Road, SW11 5BB. Bus is about 44 344 319 49 345. And there 7th of September 2019. Time Jumana Esha Asia 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Se opese obana uajira na ope any information biana ubetimi afre boss lady ewo amatru for you so 07539 648 315 and no your boss lady number Rosemary Edia. The number near 07539 648 315 boss lady bakope ni number no sasa na betimi afre dada Kofi Kwatin ewo number iso 07508 706 116 Sasuna Akwesi Edia, so number near 07958 784 189. So open information directions Bibiana will be to me after any one of these numbers. Now on bed on my directions no. Yes, I saw Uko Facebooker, Uko Boss Lady, now she Boss Lady, oh Facebooker. Program no eda honomo Sasuna Fair Life Radio Facebook funeral program no so air dey ebo honomo at any time biano ubetimi idea ubetimi ahwe na when your directions no na wodi aba ene bra ne behwe amane ne behwe anwanwade na yenyina yemfenjai papa yi kwan na enye fe kama ene ahemfofo nyina eba honomo DJ fo nyina eba honomo me enkofo ba ho ankasa cleaners eba ho lawyers eba ho restaurant owners eba ho chese ewiase afane nyina from head to toe babia ebi eba honomo enti no also ba bra na ebra na yemeso yemeboa yenua bai na yemfe papa yi ensie kama ebe ye inshira ama eba so eya so de obu ahu na che enokra na your opportunity odi be hia enkrofo ne o ma lose contact enti no yemo ye homodin na yemra ni in numbers na yemeta yenua yechi ene agro de bebre ba hono ye dikete eba hono ye de adoa eba hono Fonton from ene ye be burban ma kasa ye be talking drum bibia bi wo ho ye be ka anwensem e wo ho no mo ye ba be sa adoa ni nyina e ba be ye bi wo ho no mo enti se wo pe amamre sempa de a ene bra batesi ho no mo me se ampaya e bidwa bra be ka ye ho na yenya e papa yi kwan na enye fe na ye nkyere love ni nkyere support e ma boss lady enti adamase lo adako na motere nka no e de a next week ye be sai ehie biem se wantimi kan biem de a na chese numre ye be hia e wo batesi se wantimi amampo a wo de be there in spirit with us and work with us e de be se hia wa next week na megidi se etiefo no bebrebe mo be se mo adaje mo so mbeba aba be kan ye ho ama ye de papa yi akwakosie kama nyame enhyamo na obi a obabia so nyankopon em protect no na onhwe ne so na onfa ne medru boko no sanfa ne nkoni fie boko enti e de a ye be hia anadwi ye hia anadwi so a next week ye be sai ehia e wo Fire Life Radio afidie so nyame enkamu nyina ye be ka se shalom.
Onyamia we nyamie matisa wasam no ye ojo Oja from me. Yes, way yada wase ayo pe. Ese ne yeme shiawa Fire Life Radio. Oja radio no. Oja from me Google radio no. Anu na be wiase nyina me wiase fo nyina wo nsa. Eyo oja